Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, we set up this... It's an eyesore. Like, let's be honest, that's pretty bad. Like, this green it's so vibrant. Like, it is phenomenally vibrant. But we set this up, and what we're looking at here is latex production and a little bit of latex processing. So, what we have here is obviously constructors placing down acacia logs. Now, these are the best logs to use for... latex. I'm trying to figure out like where to find like latex in my list here. Latex processing, latex bucket, latex. Yeah. So here we go. As you can see, acacia logs give you 4 millibuckets per work unit. The rest are not that good. So we've got acacia. These guys are fluid extractors, and that's extracting the fluid into this podium or this platform. Then we've got that going into this tank over here. Yep, it's a tank full of latex. Okay. And that's being done by via a filtered external storage set with a little bit of priority so that it tries to put stuff in here. So that's pretty cool. Over here we have a crafter, and that is going into a dissolution chamber, which lets us craft some stuff like these processing add-ons and upgrades and stuff. So that's pretty cool. The reason we're doing this, again, is we're actually working towards a potion brewer, this guy here, which is going to need this machine frame, right? So we're going to have to do pink slime this episode, I think. And the reason why we're getting that potion brewer is to just make these potions a little bit easier and in the future, because although we only need them at the moment to make these hell shelves, which we could probably get away with doing manually, potions in general, they're pretty fun to be able to just craft, especially... Like, there's a bunch of different recipes. Like, if we ever want to do some sort of different charm, hopefully it's as simple as just chucking in a pattern, as opposed to like, putting in each individual ingredient. So we're sort of future-proofing a bit. And regardless, it's pretty fun. So that's what we're working towards. And we're working towards this hell shelf, right? Because we want to make this enchantment library. That's where it's all leading to this, okay? It's getting there. So... few things. First thing is, you guys told me that the mod that adds this block, so the pillars, you can actually add different resources into that to make it look a little bit different. And I'll show you what I mean. So I can place logs in here, and we could create a pillar out of the logs. But then there's these other spots here. You can actually put in an extra ingredient. So now, instead of just making, all these things using log textures, if I chuck in planks, it doesn't have to be... Listen, it doesn't have to be the fluoro green stuff, but for some reason I keep doing the fluoro green stuff. You can give it like accents. So these ones have like wood log like accents on the sides here, but then inside of it, it's got planks. So actually, I made some of these earlier. And so these look a little bit like this. And I don't know, I think they're pretty fun. But I don't know if we'd use them. I mean, I guess we could. Do they multi-block together? They don't. So I don't really know if they're worth using, but I think the purpose of me being told about this was that we could potentially have it be, instead of these fluoro green stuff, we could grab like a darker block, maybe not a modded block, maybe, I don't know, some deep slate. Surely deep slate works. Can I chuck it in there? I can. So I could try to do like deep slate and this green stuff, and that might maybe look a little bit better. You know what? I think the other way around looks better. Like this, yeah. And then, what type of floor do we have up there? To be honest, the floor's not going to look much different at all. But at least the sides might look different. So let me maybe get like... I'll just make this stuff. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Like, I don't know. Like, does that look cool? Does that look like anything? I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm going to put it back to what it was. And we're just going to leave it, okay? We're going to accept it for what it is and move on with our life. So this episode, what are we doing, okay? What are we doing? By the way, I tried with the pillar, and it wouldn't work. You couldn't put multiple materials in. Well, I want to make pink slime. Now, in order to get pink slime, there's a few options. One is you use a mob slaughter factory. This is very likely what we're going to be doing. The other option is using a pink slimy bee. Now, the pink slimy bee... sadly requires a pink slime bowl to create himself on top of a slimy bee. In order to get the pink slime, regardless, we're going to have to make this mob slaughter factory, so we might as well just continue with it, I guess. So I guess we'll do that. That should be honestly relatively easy. We can auto craft most of this stuff. Obviously, like the iron swords and stuff we can make quite easily. Iron axes, also pretty easy. And then hopefully the whole thing's made. Yep, beautiful. And you might be wondering, how are we getting plastic? Because I believe we should actually have a decent amount of plastic. And despite there being no plastic production over there, we actually have a little bee in this place. Not that guy, but this guy who makes plastic from flowers, believe it or not. Also, you might notice the textures look a little bit more weathered, I guess you would say, like especially over here. Have a look at this stuff. Do you guys see like the weathering, like especially on that crafter and stuff, and on like these blocks? I was messing around with shader settings, so let me know what you think. Let me know if it's a bit too much, not enough. I don't know. Let me know. By the way, the shaders are complementary. Okay. So yeah, the mob slaughter factory. We have one. Beautiful. Where do we want to put it? It's gonna be slaughtering some mobs. So arguably, I guess we could slap it over here. Now, up there we've got like a dungeon and stuff, so I guess we could rip a hole in here. Maybe. Could that look cool? Maybe. maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what we do. So what do I want to do here? I guess I'll just dig this. I don't like digging stuff out. Digging stuff's out boring. English? I don't know what I just said, but hopefully you guys feel the same way. Okay. Let's make a deal. I'll do a little bit of building to make like a frame. I'm essentially making like a mob room, right? Like a room for mobs to spawn in and kill and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try and design something that looks, I guess, a little bit nice. I'm stunned by what I just did. I placed this block down, being framed cobblestone. I shift right clicked it with my exchanging gadget to select it, and it has somehow created framed dark oak planks. And where's it pulling it from? I've got 23 of these framed cobbles, and it's just like, it's creating it out of thin air. These blocks don't exist. What? And now it's turned into plain horizontal. What? Look at this thing. Look at it. This is like every single block. This is allegedly a framed Allthemodium block times 2. I think that means it's a compressed block of Allthemodium. What? Yeah, material Allthemodium block times 2. Is there a way to... Can I dissect this? Is this like potentially a duping thing? I don't think there's a way to rip them apart, sadly. I say sadly, I guess that would be a duping, but it'd be fun nonetheless to see it. How odd. Okay. What? Yeah, okay. I really don't know. So if I pick all this stuff up, I just have 13 of these mystical, whatever they happen to be at the time, some raw nickel, some Constantin. What is strange. Wow. What a weirdly buggy thing. Okay, I'll be back again. I guess don't use the exchanging gadget with this domum ornamentum stuff, because yeah, okay. That's very weird. We'll just chuck that in there. We'll put that away. We'll deal with that later. Okay, using a combination of cobbled deep slate and cobblestone, I've created a monster. I mean, like, it's not the ugliest thing we've ever seen in our life. But listen, hey, much like with everything, it's pretty bad. I will admit that. But we can have some fun. So what I want to make right now is ethereal glass. Now we can actually make tinted ethereal glass from Glass Essential. In order to do this, we will need either amethyst shards or tinted glass, which is just going to be amethyst shards anyway. And we've apparently got amethyst shards. So what do we need? We need some glass. Okay, let's order some glass. That should be relatively quick. It should be insanely quick. So the fact that we don't have any is a little bit concerning. Okay, glass. Then I'm going to search for amethyst. To be honest, we don't have a lot, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. Let's... Oh, Can I turn blocks into not blocks? Hold on. Ethereal... Really? This stuff cut... Wait. Ethereal glass? Oh, and then I tint it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So I can either go for ethereal glass or I can save up... Or I can go mine an amethyst. Let's just go mine an amethyst. Come on. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, so I don't think there's amethyst in the mining dimension. So instead we're going to run down here. And yeah, we should be able to see one on the minimap at least. Oh, I think that's one through here. Here we go. Amethyst. Beautiful. Okay. That should get us a pretty decent amount. So I'll mine up all these little rocks and stuff. Let's go shapeless mode. Maybe that'll get us a few more at once. 32 at the moment. So yeah, we're just going to mine up all these little rocks. Oh, I guess we'll bring some blocks with me as well. I didn't think we needed block. Oh, so if I mine them, they drop the stuff that's on them anyway, it looks like, maybe. I don't know what's happening. Okay, well anyway, let's make as many as we can, which is apparently 36. Let's then grab that tinted glass, turn it into... Oh god, there's a lot of uses for it. I want to turn it into, obviously, the ethereal glass. So this glass I'm making, by combining tinted glass with Eyes of Ender, is tinted ethereal glass. And it is not solid to players, but it won't let light through. So it's perfect for making a mob farm. So we can place it here. It looks purpley, but it's meant to be black, I think. So we can do this. F3 and T, or no, sorry, F3 and A should reload the textures there. So now it's nice and, I guess, connected. And obviously you can go through it. Now, a few problems I see with my current building here. One is, how are the mobs going to spawn? And two is, these grates that I put on the ground, as beautiful as they are, they sort of don't really, like, let mobs in, do they? So I don't really know what the purpose of them is, if I'm being completely honest. I just went to try and make something that looks nice, and the best part about it, which is probably this floor, is arguably the dumbest part, because it doesn't do it, like, it doesn't work. Okay, we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. So my plan was to set up either Delightful Dirt or Dreadful Dirt, I believe it's called. Delightful Dirt spawns like passive mobs, or I guess creature mobs, at an increased rate, and Dreadful Dirt does the same but with hostile mobs. So yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Oh man, why did I create this? This is just hideous. Let's do it. So in order to make Dreadful Dirt, we need to get a rotten egg, this guy here. Now, when you left click on it or try to look up the recipe, it doesn't give you anything. There's no recipe. Instead, you need to feed something to a chicken to get it to drop this rotten egg. So from the same mob grinding utilities, that's the mob, or utils if you're searching it up, you want to make this thing, GM Chicken Feed Cursed. In the tooltip, you can see, feed the chickens, single use for the chicken, and it creates a rotten egg. So this guy itself will cost you a bone, some seeds, spider eye, rotten flesh, and gunpowder, which apparently we don't have. Don't know how this has happened, but I think we can make some. Yep. Our predictions can make us some, what do you call it? Gunpowder, so that's pretty easy. And you'll also need 4 buckets of experience. So if we search buckets, I'm going to need a few more. Let's make a stack. Why not? We're actually pretty lucky because I believe, I don't know if it's, yeah, we have here XP drains. So if you don't, you probably want to make these XP drain singularity tanks. We made these quite early on. XP drain. They cost you some Eyes of Ender, a singularity tank, hopper, iron bars, and this tank's just some iron and glass. And when you stand on this drain, it will drain experience from your levels at your hopper, and it will fill up the tank. I don't know if, yeah, you can actually see it in there, all that stuff. So then, we should be able to grab buckets, right-click it, and as you can see, it fills up a bucket. So I'm going to get 4 of those buckets. Then we should be able to create this chicken feed. Beautiful. There we go. So, all that's left now is to find a chicken, or visit our chicken. Our chicken's being down here. Lots of eggs. I am going to give one chicken this. He's going to quite literally explode. I think the game sometimes says something. I couldn't hear it on my end, but I saw my voice stuff go off, so I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in your ears. But yeah, now we have a rotten egg. Creates a 5x5 area of dreadful dirt. Use it on grass, dirt, mycelium, or farmland. So if we come back over here, it's going to do a 5x5. Is this room 5x5? It is. It's a perfect 5x5. Okay. Because I was going to say, we have an option. I could just like carve out the middle part. You know what I mean? Like if I go small square and I chop this, give it a second. You can't use any tools on these. So if I do that, I could make this the dreadful dirt, and then we still get the beautiful grates on the side. We wouldn't get as many mobs spawning, but is that an issue? Maybe. Arguably it is. Arguably it isn't, I guess. I'm going to do it anyway. Bam. Dreadful dirt. There it is. Now we might have to worry about lighting as well, in which case I probably want to artificially like cover this all up. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's going to look a little bit gross at the moment because we've got like grass here, but this will all, you know, it'll grow over and stuff, and I think this will look somewhat normal. Maybe we place that there as well. And so this room, is this dark now? Here, let's see. I think there's utilities in here. No, maybe not. I'm trying to figure out like the ability to, whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? To show the light levels. So let me try and find that. Oh, you know what? I was actually looking through. I did end up finding it. I don't remember where it was. But I did find the option. Of course I can't find it now. How did I do this? The option was there, and I somehow I've show light levels. There we go. So I could toggle this on. Oh, you can have it so that you have to hold a certain thing to see it, or you can toggle all those on. That's cool. You can also just press F7, and you can see this stuff. That's been a thing in the game for quite a while. I don't know if it's vanilla. I'm pretty sure it's a modded thing. To show you light levels. So the yellow crosses we see here, that means that mobs will spawn here, but only at nighttime. If you go into like a cave or something, you might see like let's see if we can find one. You can see red crosses. That means mobs can spawn there at any light level, at any time. So that means like, you know, during the daytime, mobs can still spawn. And then if there's none, usually you'll see that near a torch or something. That means that no mobs will spawn. So what the other thing I was going to say is the beautiful thing with the Oculus mod is I could have also just toggled off my shaders and we would have known for sure that it works. We'll toggle those back on though. So yeah, this is still not dark enough. As much as you would want to blame this massive window, sadly I think there's light getting in another way, and I'm not sure how. It might be like gaps in here or something. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what to blame. But yeah, we can prove that by blocking off that window, and as you can see, it's still not showing that we can get some stuff spawning. So I don't really know what our play is here. Let me clean that up. Yeah, I really don't know how this light's getting in, because I've blocked off like all the corners, you know what I mean? Like to extra reinforce. Like that blocks in the corner. I really don't know. Alright, you know what? If we can't make the room dark enough, which it appears light level of 5 and above stops hostile mob spawns. So if I press F3, we can see, where does it show the light levels? It says it somewhere on here. Yeah, in the bottom left. It's saying that it is light level 10 and like 11 and stuff. Like right here, light level 9. But it's light level 10 and above. What that means is that in this position, we can get this delightful dirt to spawn normal mobs. So let's do that instead, I guess. As you can see, I've been messing around with the floors and stuff, trying to get everything working. So we're going to have to make this thing a nutritious chicken feed. We're going to need some beetroot for that and all that fun stuff. So we'll come back over here. We'll get our buckets worth of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Perfect. I'm trying to open my grid, but it won't open. Yep, there we go. I will need an emerald, I imagine, because I need to go get a beetroot. Alright, so I was lagging again. My player was somehow lagging at like 600,000. That is insane. Anyhow, we seem to be back now. So I'm gonna trade with this villager. I'm gonna search for beetroots. Do I have to get the seeds? Beetroot seeds. I'll put in an emerald. We'll get our beetroot seeds. There we go. Do I have a cursor on your screen? My cursor is like the highlight thing. I don't know how I've done this. We'll just have to, hey, listen, we're just gonna have to roll with it. So obviously I need some beetroot. I don't want to set up like a proper full farm at the moment, so we'll just hijack one of these farms. So we'll place that there. Maybe get a little bone meal. Yeah, I do not have a cursor. That's great. That's great. So we'll get some beetroot. That will allow us to craft our thing. We'll go up here. Nutritious food. We'll go ahead and grab that. There we go. And we feed this to a chicken. And he blows up as well. Yeah, we get some more audio that my volume's way too low to hear. But it's there. It happened. Then we'll come in here. Do the exact same thing. Golden egg. We now have delightful dirt. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. So, if we now sleep, I probably could have just slept in my sleeping bag, but we'll sleep here. By the way, hold on. Look at the beautiful sky. I turned on like, whatchamacallins, galaxies and stuff. So hopefully that looks a little bit nicer maybe. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Can I want to get my cursor back, but I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll stick with it. So I'm hoping, yeah, look, we're going to get mobs spawning in this room. They're just going to be nice little vanilla mobs. Or not vanilla, but, you know, passive mobs, creature mobs. So, next thing we need to do is slaughter them. As horrific as it sounds, listen, it needs to be done. So, we have a few options. One is I build it on that side. One is I build it on that side. One is I build it somewhere else. I think... we'll build it here. We'll build it here. So what I'm going to do is slap this guy down. He luckily places facing that direction. Currently he's not going to work, I think, because he doesn't have any power, so we're sort of lucky. We can show the working area. He would actually only work in that little spot, which obviously is not going to cover our area. So we need to do some work. What I'm going to do is we actually need to create a pattern. We need a range add-on. Now, I'm never sure which add-on I want, but since we're doing a 5x5, one would be safe to assume that we want the range tier 5. Extra range plus 5. So we're going to grab that, and we're just going to hope that that's the one we want. We're going to run over here. We'll chuck it into this crafter, and then we'll go ahead and order one. So this range add-on, get one of those. It'll get, you know, chuck stuff in there. It crafts pretty quick, so I'm quite happy about that. Then we'll fly back over here. We'll super speed over. There we go. Oh, we've got quite the show going on. By the way, if you're playing on a server, or if you're playing on our server, or any server for that matter, this stuff is incredibly dangerous. As you can see, like, look at how many mobs it's spawning. Just in this tiny little room with just this stuff. If you're not careful with setting something up like this, expect to get banned. Or, you know, have your base removed or something like that. So yeah, there's your formal warning, okay? So this should cover the room though. So we've got the entire height of the room, it looks like. 3 blocks tall. That should get everything. It'll get a few extra things, but, you know, that's only if something's there. So we can hide that working. That's good. I'm happy with that. The next thing we can do is search add-on. And I'm going to grab out each of these. We'll open it up. Efficiency, it'll have one. Speed, it'll have one. And processing, it'll have. So now it goes this fast. Also sounds pretty good. So we'll chuck that stuff back in there. What's next? Well, we've got to give it power. So I guess we'll do that. I'll search energy. Nope, I'll search Ender Cell. I almost forgot what it's called. And we'll chuck this guy on. Yeah, let's just put it underneath. Hide it under there. So that thing, that thing has power, and magically all this stuff's disappeared. Now I'm not sure if these block spawns, like the blocks on the spot. I almost feel like it does, because look at the particles. The particles are happening everywhere, but these blocks that have a thing on it. So I'm not sure, but we'll leave it for now. We'll just keep an eye on it. And as you can see already, we have a bucket of pink slime. We're also getting liquid meat, which we might use at some point. But more importantly, we've got both of this stuff, and that's pretty cool. I think you guys might have also just thought of what I thought of. We're going to put them in a tank. How cool is this going to be? I'm going to have 2 big silos here full of... Oh man, this is going to be really fun. We're going to have silos full of the liquid meat and the pink slime. Oh, yeah. I actually really like the look of this. I say the look of it. I haven't built anything, but in my head, I like the look of what we're about to build. This is going to be awesome. So, we'll go ahead and do this. I kind of want to see, how does this look? We get a look of that, right? If I just build just one block, we get that same, like, visual. You know what I mean? Like, we still get to see the same amount of liquid inside. I really wish that the visual part was bigger. You know what I mean? So that we could see more of what was in there. Because it doesn't seem worth it. There's so much, like, wasted visual. Does that make sense? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? I think so. Yeah. I like to see it. Let's order more tanks. We'll order quite a lot. Sorry if I made a strange noise there. So that'll go there, like pink slime. And then, should I just rip this off? I think I should. All right, I'll chop this up and, you know, see if we can make it look somewhat nice. Okay, so, for example, we could then chuck another one here, and build a different tank. And then when you have the stuff in your inventory, you just get to, like, right-click once and it builds the whole thing. They're really cool tanks. I mean, look at that. Like that's pretty fun. So I probably want these to be, you know, quite a bit bigger. So we're going to have to wait for quite a lot of stuff to craft. But for now, I guess that's good enough. So what's next? Well, I've obviously got to get this liquid into each of these. How are we going to do that? Well, I've actually got a little bit of a cheatsy way to do it. I keep referring to things as cheatsy. I'm just saying because, like, instead of setting up pipes or something, I'm just going to do something easier. You know what I mean? None of it's cheating. I'm not really using it in I guess, the traditional sense of the word. So I do apologize if that's a little bit annoying. Anyhow, we're going to come over here. I'm going to essentially send it into my refined storage system and then connect it by running it back through here behind the walls so that you can't see it for the most part, and connecting it here. So what I'll probably do is like connect it to this spot. So we'll like cover that up with dirt, connect it there, which I can probably do most of it now. Let's go external storage. I'm going to want 2 of these. So hopefully, and the chest. No, I'd like you to just use a normal chest, please. We're not made of money here. 2 external storages. One will go there. And then I want to have like the other one, you know, I guess, yeah, no, I want this hidden, and then we can place that there, and that can be hidden, and that'll be good. Okay, so then like this one, right, we set it to fluids, we give it a priority of 20 as well, same as the latex, and this one can be liquid meat, so I'll drag that in there, so now it's whitelisted. Now it's whitelisted, make sure you set the mode. We'll do the same over here, so give it the 20 priority, change it to fluids, change it to a whitelist, and this one will get pink slime. I really like these tanks. Ooh. Now, what we do have an option. The option is I could... I could just have the liquids appear in there, or we could set up create pipes. I'll tell you what, I kind of want to, but my issue is, once again, getting them to pump, I guess. You know what? Let's just do it. You know what I mean? Let's just get it going. I'm gonna order that stuff. Hopefully that happens. We'll get a pump as well. Like this is pretty much not needed, right? But we're gonna do it anyway. Now with the pump, before we continue here, I'm pretty sure what we want to get. Oh, was that it there? Yeah, there's the pump. There's a certain thing from Create we want that's like a filter for fluids. I think it's the smart fluid pipe. I think this is what we want. Luckily, we can actually order this stuff. So I'm going to order 2 of them so that we'll have 2 different filters. We can have a look at it if we want. We'll hold W, see what it shows us. Controlling fluid flow. I don't particularly care about that too much. I mainly want to do filtering. When placed further down a pipe network, smart pipes will only let matching fluids through, and you use a bucket to apply that filter. That seems pretty fun. Yeah, sure. So, what it's essentially going to look like, this is going to look pretty hideous, I would say. But we're going to run this pipe up here, and then we'll run it, I guess, along here. And then we'll have like the smart pipes, if we can craft some of these, I guess one for now. Like this? Maybe the other way around? What looks better, like that or the other way? I guess that looks nice. And then we'll have like that? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. I think typically you're meant to have like double filter, you know what I mean? And then have 2 separate pipes rather than filtering off of the one pipe. But we'll see what happens, okay? We'll have a look. We'll see what happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we'll do this. And realistically, we don't need a filter here, but just in case we get like overflow, we probably do want to set up like that extra level. You know what I mean? I'm also not sure why this thing's taken so long. Okay, there we go. I checked the systems. None of them were like overflowed or anything. I guess we were just slow. So there we go. We've got this hooked up. The textures are a little bit weird, but I'm hoping that's not going to stick around for too long, hopefully. We'll also grab a wrench, and what we can do is we can add these little windows into this little pipe. And I think that's pretty fun. We'll be able to see as the fluid flows through. Now, we can have them the whole way through, you know what I mean? Is that a bit overkill, though? Maybe. I feel like that might be overkill, but then the rest looks a little bit weird. So let's just, yeah, why not? Who cares? It's going to look beautiful, isn't it? We'll keep those as they are. Excellent. In terms of the fluids, let's go ahead and grab some buckets. I'll grab 2 of them. We'll open up this guy. Now, can I just left click to get it? Oh, right click. There we go. So now we have a bucket of pink slime and a bucket of liquid meat. So we're probably not going to use the refined storage stuff anyway, but it's, we'll probably still hook it up. I will say that just so that we've got it within our system. But I'm obviously going to add liquid meat there and pink slime there. Is that the right spots? Liquid meat here? Did I do it the right way or the wrong way? No, I did it the wrong way. Okay, hold on. We want this to be pink slime, sorry. Pink slime and this to be liquid meat. There we go. Now they're matched up. So that should be good. Obviously, I need to, set up the pump and stuff. Now to power the pump, how do I want to do this? I'm not particularly sure to be completely honest with you. All right, so I'll show you what I'm thinking, right? If we were to put a bucket of water under here, like so, oh, not there, down there, right? So now there's water down there. It's hard to see with shaders on, but there's water, as you can see. And then we place a water wheel here. Oh, no, not like that, sorry. I actually want it to be, can I get it to lay flat? Do we have that technology? There we go. As you can see, it rotates. So if I just connect up some shafts now, we'll order some. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long. I should be able to get this thing to flow. Now it's going the wrong way, but we can spin that pump around. And now this should work. I'll tell you what, we'll patch up the hole in the wall that we made. That shouldn't be as ugly now. Maybe we'll do the same thing there. There we go. And as you can see, we've got liquid meat going through. And liquid meat's not allowed in here, so it's not going to go in there. So instead it's going to keep going through. And it should end up in this one, which we should see in a second. This is pretty gross. But it should go in there. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Now I am curious, if I were to have another pump and say, or another pipe, sorry, and say have a trash can, does the liquid still flow through? It does. That's sort of what I didn't want. I imagine we can sort of stop that. What I wanted to do was have like some overflow, where if this tank somehow manages to get full, we have the liquid just like go into a trash can. We should be getting pink slime now. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty cool. I quite like this. Obviously, it's not instant. It's not crazy fast. But I mean, in the long term, it doesn't really make much of a difference. We're still going to get the exact same results. What we could do, though, is we could speed this up. That's an option. But I think part of the problem with speeding it up is we won't get to see much of the liquid flowing. I don't think we'll get the same joy because it'll just be like pumped. You know what I mean? Instead of seeing it flow through. So I think that should be fun. This thing should fill up. Yeah, I was like, we haven't seen it fill up though yet. But yeah, it's filling up. That should be good. This guy obviously shouldn't get any, but I guess it stays in the pipe until it's all out. But yeah, nice. Okay, we're pretty much there. So what we want to do now is hook up our refined storage. So we will actually go back here to, wire everything up. So, how do I want to do this? We'll grab some cables, grab these guys, slap these out like this. Network receiver, right click that with the network card. Then we can run back to the base. Let's toggle shaders back on. A little bit of lag, I apologize, but here we go. We'll fly back behind this wall, slap down our network thing, chuck that in there, grab a sign. Oh, I don't have a cursor, so I'm missing my shots and stuff. I tried to shift scroll one. There we go. And what's it called? Pink slime, liquid meat. Beautiful. Okay, nice. So now, within our system, we should have the ability to use pink slime. And the cool thing about that is I've already got a recipe in here for the advanced machine frame. So, allegedly, if I search advanced machine frame, we can order one. We're missing a diamond gear. It has the wrong gear in its recipe. Let me go and fix this real quick. Listen. Everything is a-okay. We go here, diamond gear, get rid of that. Search diamond gear. We want one of these from Industrial Foregoing instead, because we have the recipe for it and it's a little bit cheaper than the other gear that we were looking at. Chuck that in there. Search advanced. Okay, boom, order. So we should now get that. We should beautifully, magically get it. I think it's already crafted, no? Oh, what's it doing? It must be crafting things to get to it, right? No machine found. I put it in the wrong spot, didn't I? I put it back in here. Okay, yeah. Listen, hey, listen. Listen, you guys saw nothing. You didn't see a thing. There we go. Look, beautiful. It's right where it needs to be. The pink slime goes in. The machine frame comes out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So there it is. That's it. Pink slime. Nice. Don't know how long this episode was, don't know how short it was, but I'll be honest, I'm pretty happy with what we just got. We got pink slime. Pink slime is a little bit annoying to get sometimes, and I feel like we made it. Listen, I won't say look good, but I also won't say hideous. What I will say though is I think these are holding us back. Let's pick these things up. I don't know what tool to use. You can't use any tool, of course. I just gotta hit them. What have I didn't sign up for this. Do you think I can get away with doing this and just like building this up? I might be able to get away with it. You know, maybe add a little bit of like little bit of this, and then when that grows, it might not look as arguably hideous as it does. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll let it grow. I think it could look nice. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. It's actually worked pretty well. So within here, does it tell us how much liquid's in there? Pink slime, we have 6.5 buckets. Liquid meat, we have 1.7 buckets. Do we know, does Create have, I'm actually currently trying to open my storage. So I've still got like some sort of lagging issue, and I don't know whether there's like some app downloading on my computer or something, or whether it's a mod issue. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure what I'm encountering. But what I was gonna say was, does Create have a display? I know they've got Nixie tubes, but do they have like a different display? Because I'd love to be able to, well, display how much liquid we have. And to be honest, I think we might have to do it a different way. We could use integrated dynamics, and it's pretty fun. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look at all the recipes that we would need, and I might give it a shot. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a shot. So what I'm gonna be creating is a display for both of these guys to show off the fluids in there at a glance. So I'm gonna get a display here. Oh, not there, but like, I mean there, but not this tool. Let's also, I guess, grab the wrench out so I can just pick this stuff up. The rest of this junk can pretty much go away. We can figure out what we need later. We're gonna grab logic cables. Yeah, we'll grab logic cables. I'm trying to figure out the neatest way that we can do this. We're also gonna want some display panels. So these are gonna need some static panels, which are apparently these guys here. A bunch of this stuff I've set up to autocraft. Like, they all stem from the same ingredient, being like these mineral berries from the mineral sapling. So if you get your hands on this tree, which just spawns in the world, you can pretty much make all this stuff. You just gotta farm them a little bit. So, display panel, I would like 2 of these. Did I just make 2? Or did I just make the one? I think I just made the one. Oh, but I made 2 static panels. I gotcha. So, yeah, we need 2 static panels to make 1 display panel. Gotcha. So I've got 2 of these, and so these are going to display the fluids. So I'm going to place them. I'm going to pretty much place them there, but like facing the other way. So we'll get logic cables, and I'm going to run them like this. Display panel there, and display panel there, and then realistically, do I want to run this into the ground? Would that look nicer than just running it back there and reading it off the walls? Maybe. As you can see, I'm trying to make things look nicer, but I'm having fun doing it. You know what I mean? Like, if I wasn't having fun, I definitely would not be doing it, because it is a little bit of extra effort, but I think it's worth it. Like, especially setting up these tanks. I'm a big fan of it. Okay, what was I going to do? So if we grab some variable cards, we can do this pretty easily, I think. We open these fluid readers that are connected to this tank, and we can scroll down, and as you can see, it actually tells us the fluid amount. We can hold shift, the amount of fluid in millibuckets in the active tank. I mean, that's what we want. We could also have the fill ratio. You could have it list the type of fluid as well. Tank fluid, the fluid in the target tank. Let's give it a shot. So, for example, let's try this one. Tank fluid. Let's see exactly what this would show on the display. So I just need to hook these readers up to the cables so the displays can read off them. We can open the display, chuck in this variable card, and it will display it. So as you can see, it shows us, it's just showing us the liquid, isn't it? Oh no, it actually is. It's showing us there. It's hard to read with shaders on, but it tells us the liquid right there without even having a look. Now, I will admit, it's a little bit tricky to actually genuinely make out, and I'm trying to open it, but once again, I'm currently lagging right now. Like, I'm not getting, nothing's responding. I really don't know what's going on. All right, well, anyway, we'll grab that back out. I'm pretty sure that's, well, pretty much as good as we're going to get. Now, I will try. I don't think you can, like, multi-block the displays together. As beautiful as that would be, I'm pretty sure you can't. I was going to just grab, like, I guess I can grab this one and see if even two will somehow multi-block together. But I'm pretty sure they don't, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, they don't, like, morph together into, like, a big screen. Do we have any other screen mods? We do. We have RF Tools screens, which honestly might be a better play only if there's the ability to actually show, fluid screen module. A module for a screen that allows you to display the contents of a tank. I think that's what we want. I mean, you know what? We're going to try out screens today. I'm going to get this screen set up. We'll need a screen controller. Oh, this is going to be fun. So we're going to make a machine base. We'll make a few of them because we might need a few. We're going to make also a machine frame, which is a completely different block as well. We're going to make a screen controller. So that's going to be glass, ender pearls. I probably don't want to use tinted glass, believe it or not. Probably, we might just stick to, vanilla glass, which, although we don't have a lot of, is still probably worth just waiting for it to craft instead of spending my special tinted glass. But anyhow, one screen controller. Now this guy will need power, so we'll grab him an ender gate as well. We can actually put all this integrated dynamic stuff away because I think these other screens are going to work better. If not, that's fine. We can slap this stuff back down. It's a pretty simple setup. So I'm glad I showed that off. But yeah, I want to try screens out. So the screen controller, it can be buried under the ground. We'll give it some power. Sure, why not? And then obviously we want the screens. So these are going to use the machine bases, some glass and some iron. And now these guys, for starters, I mean, even if I just slap this down, it's a much bigger screen. Even just in terms of like, what do you call it? Just filling up the block, you know what I mean? Like the displays didn't fill up this much of a block. They were sort of like a smaller square within the square. But anyhow, here we go. I'm going to make some of these fluid screen modules. These are going to be some black dye, which we can make from here with the dye there. And iron in a bucket, easy peasy. We'll get 2 of these. So, what do I want to do? I think it says sneak right click on a tank to set it as the target. So I'm going to sneak right click on this tank. We've now set it to that block. I'm going to open up the screen, I guess by shift right clicking, and we can place this in the top left, and it's now a fluid screen. It's showing the block that it's got. It's got a bunch of information, but currently it's not doing anything, and you can look in the top left, not connected, no power. What we want to do is go into the screen controller, click scan, and it should just magically detect them. And as you can see, there it is. That's how much fluid we've got. So it's actually connected them now. So we'll shift right click to open this guy again. Now what do we want to do? Well, for starters, let's center it. Okay, that didn't really do it, did it? But I wanted to center it. Show the amount of millibuckets. Yeah, we'll do millibuckets, I guess. Total visibility of the fluid bar. We could get rid of that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's fun to have. Color for the millibucket text. Color for the ratio. Color for this label. Pink slime. Maybe we'll do that. Pink slime. I think it's because this is a big bar that's slowly filling up, as you can see. Okay. I don't know what to do then. How do I make the text bigger? You know what? I'm not too happy with this. Let's see. What does the advanced one do? Does it say? It doesn't seem to say anything different, so we'll give it a shot. We'll upgrade this guy with some ender pearls and gold, and we'll see what we get. Let's upgrade specifically the one we had and see if it like remembers all the details. It doesn't look like it does, but that's fine. Let's shift right click again on this tank. Open this guy back up, chuck it back in. Do we have the same options? We kind of do, so I'll be honest. I'm not particularly sure what we've done, but I'll tell you what, we've most definitely done it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, the advanced. Yeah, sure. Why not? So there it is. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess that's fine. You know what? The other one arguably is better now. Because like what you can do with these screens, I'm pretty sure, it's like you can properly, or at least you're meant to be able to, genuinely like expand them, I thought. And yet here we are. Maybe, do I need to, does this do it? Or I might be crazy. It's definitely a possibility. Yeah, you know, I might be, I might be losing it. You know what? There is something else. What if we try out What does this do? What if we try out a storage monitor from Refined Storage? Let's get this guy. Let's give him a shot. You know what I mean? Like, we've tried the rest of this stuff. You know, they're not that good. I'll be honest. The rest of everything that we've tried, but we'll give this guy a shot, even though he doesn't really want to craft. Here we go. Storage monitor. Obviously, you know, let's just run back here and see what it would look like connected anyway. So here it is. We can open him up. Maybe not. No. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then if I search for the pink slime, right, and I drag this in, fluid mode, drag the pink slime in, it displays how many buckets we have. Honestly, a very good display. That's honestly the best display. It has the fluid visually, and it just has a 7 buckets worth. That's literally everything we want. The only problem is it's the size of a block. Which is not what we want. We wanted just a screen. Man, that is amazing, isn't it? It can't help itself. All of these screens, they have a downfall. To be honest, I swear there's a screen that can multi-block. I don't know what it's called. I do apologize for that because not a clue. But I'll be honest, the integrated dynamic stuff worked way better than the other screen, so we're just gonna stick with this. You know, pretty good. Not too bad. We're gonna do it. Now we could try like a different type of you know, storage monitor here. Like we could just do maybe the fluid amount. Maybe this one will show more. I don't know. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, I mean that would tell us identically just the numbers. Arguably better. We could have the numbers and like a picture next to it. Yeah, interesting. Let me mess around with them and I'll see what we like. we can have this pink slime. Yep, very official. Very official. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll leave it as it is for now. I think that's fine. We can see exactly what's in there. You know, there's 15. Beautiful. Yep, wonderful. You love to see it. You know what? If we're gonna do this though, we might as well just hook up the refined storage stuff. I'll tell you what. You guys let me know in the comments. Let me know what I should do here. You've seen your options. That's what you've got. You get nothing else. No more, no less. But yeah, I think this went pretty well. Once again, a nice reminder. Do I even have shaders on at the moment? I don't. I was gonna say, let me know if you noticed, like, even like this dirt block, does it feel a little bit more detailed maybe? And like, not enough that it's, it feels completely different, but even like all these modded blocks, I guess maybe not these, but like, I don't know, I feel like everything's got a little bit of extra something. Maybe. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully maybe you learned how to get a pink slime set up nice and easy, and then learn how to waste the rest of your time doing pointless things. Thank you for supporting me financially by watching the ads on the videos and that sort of stuff. So thank you for doing that. You don't have to, but I appreciate you doing it. Thank you for donating or becoming a channel member. Once again, you don't have to do it, but thank you for doing it. And thank you for checking out my Bisect hosting promo code in the description and the link. I hope that stuff's in there. I keep saying it's in there. I really hope it's in there. Yeah, you can get some percentages off your Bisect servers. That is an ad. I don't know if me saying my promo code is me also saying my ad. I would assume it is, right? Like, right? Am I wrong there? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Okay, nice. I feel pretty good. There's a thumbnail here somewhere. It's going to be hard to get everything in this picture, but, you know, I'll try to figure out a good angle for it. Maybe we'll even do something like this, and we'll get like, we'll do like a flip to have the text on the right side. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And yeah. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.